What's going on with you? Welcome to Tuesday. My God, this week has been exceptionally slow, or yesterday was just a really long day. And folks, I kind of feel like it was. There's so much that I want to share with you guys today. So much. I want to start this Bobo off by saying, Brian, good morning. I know I said that we were done with the daily videos. We are. But I will give you guys updates on the Bobo. And there is a lot to update you on. Folks, I've titled this video, I received a disturbing message. You already know it came from Brian. And I'm going to be sharing that message with you, along with a lot of other things, along with a story, especially dedicated to Brian on this Bobo. And also, some updates and some possibilities, and just some craziness all the way around. Before we get to that, though, how about that cliffhanger? Big Stud, shout out to you for the subscribe. John Scully, good morning to you, and shout out to you for the subscribe as well. For a very long time, you guys have been rocking with the Bobo. 16 months, 14 months. If you're not subscribed here on Twitch, please consider doing so. There is nothing more lit. Nothing more litness. I'm not talking about a test. I'm talking about just how epic this Bobo really is. As I began this, I was rubbing my eyes, still had sleep in my eyes, I'm tired. I'm really tired, folks.
Joe, did you get my email? ?
Kev, I don't know. I got to look. I got a lot of emails, but shout out to you. I'll look. I've been reading a lot of emails this morning. Waffle, shout out to you. Man, you've been rocking with us for a long time, even though it's only been 3 months in a row. You've been here since way back in the back. 2 or 3 Bobos ago when we actually tried to get this thing rocking and rolling. This has been the longest that we've been going, though. Patriots Nation, shout out to you for the 4 months. I saw somebody say, Bryson says, I'm broke, though. Don't worry about it. Shout out to you for being here, man. Thank you for being here. All right, folks. Man, I don't even really know where to begin. Like I said, there's so much to share with you, and we're just going to go ahead and get into everything.
Joe, you look good in black.
Thank you, my best friend. You know what they say about that? It hides the fatness. So I've been trying to wear a lot more black t-shirts. And plus, I've been feeling kind of emo as of late, so there it is. Folks, I want to God, I can't share the story yet. We got to build up to the story. Folks, this is going to be an epic Bobo. Let's go. Yesterday was a super busy day. I had the help of Jellico yesterday. Jellico was on time. Everything went according to plan. It was such a good day, but it was a really busy day. Jellico got up with me right after the Bobo. We went over to the house. Jellico brought Dave with the dreads over there to help with some electrical. Me and him came to a resolution on the electrical. I'll be sharing that in an upcoming video. He also brought another guy over for plumbing. A guy to give me a quote on some plumbing. He gave me a really good quote, so I agreed to that. Not only were we over there trying to meet new contractors, not DB Cooper. I love that name right there. Trust me, I thank you for the info on what I should be doing. Trust me when I tell you, resolution is coming down the pike. But we got to get to that. Not only did we get a plumber and an electrical help rocking and rolling yesterday, Jellico helped me get that bathroom floor cleaned up that had all that plaster on it that was just terrible. So we got the floor cleaned up. We brought the floor back. We cleaned up the whole house, got the rest of the trim off. We're ready to get back on track, and that's what this week is. In videos, this week is us getting back on track, moving in the right direction. Slowly but surely, we're starting to do that. From there, we would end up coming back to the house, fixing the fence. We got the fence all squared away. And then, we're filming all day yesterday, too. And then, we got to go back to the house, back to the flip house, because we got a bunch of vehicles over there. We got to get vehicles. We got the box truck loaded up with a bunch of trash. We need to get the trash dumped. And I thought that was it. I was like, cool, I can go back home. I can play with the puppies. I can edit some video or look at some video that Cody's been getting edited. I can get some stuff done. No sooner I get back to the house, Connor calls me and he's like, yo, what's up, man? He's like, I'm getting ready to leave now to head over to the house. And I was like, oh, fuck, I forgot that I talked to Connor yesterday on the Bobo, and I must have told him, yeah, let's meet today. So I had to jump back in the truck, haul ass back over to the house. Side note to all of this, and this is kind of like trivial as fuck. Folks, I just spent $878 getting my truck repaired to fix that squeaking ass noise, water pump, serpentine belt, and idle tensioner pulley thing. Folks, the truck is still squeaking. What the fuck? Maybe they didn't fix it for real. Maybe it was like an HVAC system that just never existed. I jump back in the truck. I haul ass squeaking the whole way over to the flip house. I meet Connor over there. Connor brings over 2 new people. He's been bringing people over to this house at a frantic rate for me to meet in terms of possible HVAC technicians. He brings 2 people over yesterday who really, really know their shit. Big wigs from his company. And we come to a resolution on the HVAC. The HVAC is going to cost about $2,000 in total with everything that we need. We need whips, which is like electrical hookups. We need line sets. We need flux, which is like the ductwork for your AC unit. $1,600 unit, condenser and air handler, and then, maybe $300 to $500 in materials. And then these guys are only going to charge me $750 to do the install. So the HVAC system, where we are currently right now, is $2,750. Brian told me he was going to do this for $800. Took that money and ran too. Crazy. Now, as we're coming to terms with the money, Savage Warrior, what is HVAC? It's your heat and air in your house. As we're coming to terms with everything, and I realize it's going to be $2,750, I'm reminded of a commercial, like a local HVAC company on TV, $3,000 or $3,500. The hype train is long gone. Better luck next time. What the fuck happened? Shout out to everybody who dumped some bits on that. I don't know what they saying we missed it for. I thought we did pretty good. I asked these guys, I said, how come they got commercials on TV that say for $3,500 I can get R.S. Andrews to come do this shit? And they would learn me yesterday. They would learn me. See, those are what they call the, to get you in the door prices. $3,500 for a full HVAC system? That sounds kind of high. But it's not too bad. But what they call that is just a swap for swap. A 1 for 1. No change in nothing. Everything lines up and it's peachy. But if they got to change one motherfucking thing because one thing's on the left when it was originally on the right, you're getting upcharged for that. These guys told me, they said, realistically, if you had a company come in here and do this, because this is, what word did he use? Like a scratch-in or something where it basically meant a rough-in, a patch-in, a piece-in. I can't remember. It just meant that they put the whole HVAC in there entirely. Everything. They got to redo everything. These guys told me that could cost me anywhere between $7,000 to $10,000. And I believed them. They said, thank God your house wasn't any bigger. Chatching, saying it might have been that. It might have been that. Rough-in, Sox Nation, something like that. So anyways, boy, $800. See, had I known that an HVAC system could really cost, like, if a real deal company came in and said, $6,000 or $7,000 to $10,000, somewhere around there, I'd have been like, damn, $800 though? That's fucking crazy. Beer Grunt, what's going on with you, brother? Goodbye. What's going on with you? That's accurate for new installation. Scumacab says that's high. But here's the crazy thing. It's HVAC, right? And who the fuck knows how to do that unless you know how to do that? So it's like anything else, like a doctor. Why they making, $40,000 a month, which is what they make. Some like brain surgeons and shit, maybe even more than that. It's because they know how to do that shit and we don't. So there's that. Redskin, what's going on with your brother? Andrea, good morning to you. Shout out to you. Jay Morgan, what's going on? Rough in, that's the term. Thank you very much. So anyways, long story short, yesterday was a really, really long day. And that's only like part of the iceberg. The good news is that this week we are going to get back on track. Electrical is going to begin. Plumbing is going to get done. And then HVAC is going to get installed. Hopefully today I'll be going to get the HVAC system. Hopefully. I got to wait for Connor to hit me up and let me know, though. Holly, what's going on? With your shout out to you. Joey Number says, go Chiefs. You know, I really don't like the Chiefs, and I really don't like Patrick Mahomes all that much. But I got to be honest with you. I saw the interview that the young kid did with Patrick Mahomes where he said he wants to be just like him. And that shit was super touching. So I'm a Patrick Mahomes hater, but I need to stop doing that. Because that man is a talented athlete, and hating is just, it's in poor taste. And I look at this whole Kobe Bryant situation, such an unfortunate situation. You see all these tributes pouring out throughout the NBA, throughout the entire sports world, right? But then you see some dick-eating motherfuckers making memes and making fun of this tragic situation. And for that shit's just wrong. Super wrong. So, there it is. All right, moving on, folks. I need to mention this as well. Brian, I know you're listening. I know you saw yesterday's video, and it looks like you won. And for about 10 minutes, you did. It's probably a little bit longer than 10 minutes. It's way longer than 10 minutes, actually. You won for a little bit, but you've lost completely because, lo and behold, I mean, just kind of crazy how it all happened. Folks, I would actually get in contact with a detective. I got in contact with a detective who has taken a major interest in Brian and this entire HVAC situation. A detective who has had prior experience, a prior run-in possibly. Unfucking believable how small of a world it's made to be when social media connects us all. So I say all of this because we are about to go in. We're about to go in a major way. I've titled this Bobo, I received a disturbing message. It is from Brian. It was last night that I received this message, and it was after the video came up. So I don't know if that was like ironically or if it was, kind of fate, like it was meant to be. Or maybe Brian was waiting to see what the outcome of that video was going to be. He saw the outcome. He realized, at least he thought he realized, at that time there was nothing that I could do. And now he was going to go hard in the paint in an effort to really try to push his weight around. I mean, bullying isn't even the right term here. Threatening might possibly be so. And I need to say this as well. As I begin what I'm getting ready to share with you, there's going to be a story, some more stories, messages, all of that. I need to let you know that if anything were to ever happen to me, which now it can't, you've given me the up, down, left, right, R2, L1 invincibility shield by these messages that you sent to me. If anything were to ever happen to me, to my property, to anything, if I were ever to go anywhere and be like, yo, what the fuck happened to my truck? Or what the fuck happened to the house? Who you think is going to be the number one motherfucking suspect now? You dumb motherfucker. Let me tell you something. You think you're so smart. You think you're so smart. You think you thought you won. But you see, you got to understand something, Brian. I don't think with my heart. I don't think with emotions at all. This is not an emotional reaction. I'm a fucking sociopath. I do this for a fucking living. I think strategically, logically. I think 48 Laws of Power. Sun Tzu, The Art of War. I really think on a Matrix type of a level. You can't bullshit a bullshitter, Brian. I tried to warn you from the beginning. So, as I say, all of
Daily
this.
Brian videos are back. Plus, never trust a Brian with AY.
Boy, those sick boy and Philly Mayor, shout out to you. Boy, that's crazy. Shout out to you guys. So anyways, let me break this thing down. First of all, Brian has threatened legal action. You don't want to jeopardize everything behind these videos or behind what you're doing on Facebook or all of this. He wants to call this, I don't know what he wants to call it. What, slander? What do you want to call this? What's that word called? Defamation of character. What I'm doing is in no way slandering you, Brian. What I'm doing is in no way defecating you, Brian. I'm simply telling the story of what you did. I'm telling the truth. But that's not the story that I want to share with you. That's not the story I want to share with you, Brian. I want to share a story from experience, and I hate that I'm getting ready to do this. I want to share a story with you that involves me and a time when I felt like I was the victim of slander, misrepresentation, and defamation. Right? I want to share a personal story, Brian. And what's interesting, and unfortunately, it deals with an individual that I had another big problem with years ago. But I want to say this prior to going into this. This is in no way intended to dig up that situation, because that situation has long been put to bed. Mistakes were made on both sides. I'll admit that. And we have since become civil. This individual, it's Yanni who I'm speaking about. This individual has, gotten his life back on track. And I wish this dude nothing but success in anything that he does. Okay? But there was a time during that entire situation where I felt like he was slandering me. In fact, it came from a live stream, and it came from a 5-hour live stream. So during that time, here's the visuals for you. Look at Joe. This is Key West Joe or whatever. And let's just go ahead and put this on the big screen. Joe looking like you're smoking that crack, ain't you, boy? We was filming this in the garage. When I had to do this video, telling the story of what happened. Now, as I pull this up, I want you, and Brian, listen to what I'm telling you here, okay? Because, mind you, I wouldn't just be talking for my health. I'm actually trying to just save you the heartache and the misery here. So back during this time, let's roll it. And we saw us a lawyer. In fact, I gave you a little snippet of it in a video just a week ago. You remember when everybody was saying they were getting motion sickness from the beginning of that video? I know you're probably just as surprised as I am to see me sitting here not wearing an orange shirt. Hey, there's Cody wearing his After Prison Show shirt. Look out the window, folks. We're 7 or 8 stories up in the air in downtown Norfolk. Brian, where we're sitting at right now is in a lawyer's office. This is a big-time lawyer's office. Now, mind you, if fucking Rudder Mills couldn't do shit about this, which I'm going to tell you, they could. So if we roll this back just a little bit, right here, let's play it from right here. Maybe you can see it right there. You see that right there? That's the laptop with all of that information on it. The 5-hour live stream, all of what we thought was slander and defamation of character. I've been down this road before, Brian. I've went and seen a lawyer, Brian, and tried this. And you want to know what the difference between me and you is? Is you see, the lawyer told me that it would cost me $8,000 just to get the ball rolling. You ain't got that. Yeah, the lawyer told me it was going to cost $8,000. Now, you might find a lawyer who will do this for cheaper, maybe. But here's what the lawyer really told me. You know how hard it is.
Good morning, apps love y'all.
To get a judge who don't really know too much about the internet or YouTubes or Snap Faces or anything like that to understand what the fuck you're talking about when it comes to this social media shit. Lawyer told me it was going to cost me $8,000. And for what? For what? For something that might not even work? See, Brian, the biggest thing that I'm trying to explain to you here is ain't no lawyer going to do this for free. You got to pay somebody. Because to them, all they're going to hear is what that Portsmouth Dickie and police officer heard when I was explaining my case to her. Some shit that just sounds like a big old fucking waste of their time. Am I turning red yet? But again, I don't share this with you for anything in relation to
I have an hour drive to work today, so if you are still live, I'll check back in.
Shout out to you, Cheddar Bob. Thank you for being up in here. So anyways, I don't share this with you for that. And again, special shout out to Yanni. I hope that he's doing really well. I share this with you because I've been down that road that you want to try to traverse. And like I said, you'll need a lawyer who you'll have to pay in an effort to even get that ball rolling. There is no ball to roll though, Brian. Because you see, I've got legal representation, like in my back fucking pocket, who I've already consulted with, who have told me you ain't doing nothing wrong. Because all you're doing is sharing your experience. You've got every right in the world to warn others so that they don't become victim as you've become. So there's all of that. Now, folks, I received a disturbing message last night that I'm going to share with you now. And then we're going to talk about what do we do with this, right? So, Brandy, you're right. He's got warrants, so no lawyer's going to talk to him anyways. No lawyer's going to talk to anybody. Anybody that you swindle or try to convince, hey, do it for this reason or do it for that reason. It just ain't going to work. So you put no fear in my heart whatsoever. None. And you know why I'm laughing and I'm getting kind of worked up about this? Because I love when somebody thinks they're going to undermine me, outsmart me, and try to because you fucked up. Because you fucked up, and I've got the opportunity to put your fuck ups out there, what you did to me. You think you're going to what, ruin me? Bring me down? Because you're sinking, you're going to try to grab onto my motherfucking ankles? Whew, gosh almighty. Folks, I'm getting ready to share with you a thread of messages that began yesterday from a burner phone that are clearly from Brian. And what these messages are, well, I don't know, but we'll read them. These messages began yesterday at 8:52 in the morning. They would actually continue while I was doing the Bobo. So I know, Brian, you were texting just as you're doing right now, watching everything that I'm saying. And trust me, we haven't even gotten to the best part yet. Okay, so stick around. You're going to love this. These messages would begin yesterday from a burner phone. It was Brian. He said, yo, man, I get you're doing videos out of spite and principle, but have a look. They're starting to come down. I'm letting you know I'm reporting your YouTube, your Twitch, your Instagram, your Facebook, your Teespring, your Twitter. And if you see, YouTube is starting to side with me. No, they're not. No, they're not. I've got a fucking YouTube representative over there in fucking California, wherever the hell YouTube headquarters is. Who are they going to listen to? Do you think this is the first time something like this has happened where some butthurt ass person has tried to report something I've done? Brian, listen to yourself. You sound crazy. I'm reporting everything that you're doing. I know your bread and butter is YouTube, but don't jeopardize your entire channel over this. I will sue the shit out of you over YouTube and Teespring. Oh my God. Yo, somebody actually just got the hoodie. Mine should be here today. So even though we're not doing the daily videos, trust and believe me, it's fucking cold outside. I'm rocking that hoodie. But it doesn't happen overnight, but it's slowly being circulated that you're infringing upon my private rights and copyright laws. What the fuck do you know about anything that you're talking about? I mean, what do you really know? Make the wise choice, Joe, and stop. Let the law handle it. Well, Brian, you saw what the law was doing, but we'll get to that later, okay? We'll get to that later. He mentions some other things that I don't want to talk about because I don't want to give any life to those. Other people were being harassed. Let's put it that way. And I've in no way condone any of that type of behavior. It's the fucking internet, okay? It is the land of the brave. And I ain't got shit to do with that. I'm simply telling my story, which I've got every right to do. Legal representation has already told me that. Who have you talked to, Brian, who hasn't told you to do the right thing and to turn yourself in? Oh! I'm just saying 2 wrongs don't make a right. I don't think you're thinking clearly of the repercussions. Oh, this is where he got really pissed off. So I'm doing the Bobo right now, and he was sending me these messages. So basically, I need to read these the way that he was saying them. I don't think you're thinking clearly about the repercussions. Do you get this? My fucking, family, I guess, is being harassed, which I've in no way condoned. I've never mentioned nothing about this. Ain't got nothing to do with them. This is you, Brian. You've done this. So how is this my fucking fault? All I would text back and say is, I'm sorry. I don't know who this is. You've got the wrong number, which was all I needed for you to prove that it was you. You said, your family. So I know it's you. So thank you for confirming that. Because, see, if, when I take this to the police today, they could be like, well, this could be anybody. But it's not because you said my. Not theirs or his or hers or the cat's. You said my, Brian, my. Thank you. Because this only gets better, though. Sarah says, new phone. Who this? I said, I'm sorry, I don't know who this is. You've got the wrong number. New phone, who this? Brian would say, it's all good, Joe. Believe me, I know this is your number. Just this. What? Do you really want to keep up the stress of all of this? He was like, I can make this a real sticky mess. I mean, real sticky. So that right there could be interpreted as threat number uno. But let's get to the bigger and better, okay? He also tells me that I need to take down the video. Brian is going to prison. He says, I suggest Brian is going to prison needs to come down as well. Either you do it or I'm reporting every video of me from start to finish. You'll lose money on this, Joe. It's not worth it. Okay. So that was the end of the messages. We continued on with the Bobo. We did everything that we did, paying no mind to this whatsoever. But ironically, the message that's the most disturbing is the message that you would send me yesterday at 6:26 p.m. where, the video had been up for 2.5 hours. Wasn't really performing as well as I wanted it to. We didn't really I didn't really care about the title. I mean, I'm going back to the police. Joe, you're a snitch. I mean, you got people cloud chase. Oh, there he goes. He's on it again. He's on it. He's messaging us right now. I knew you was in here. Oh, God. Anyways, Brian, so listen to me. I'm not even going to read your last message. I don't care about that. Here's the message, Brian, where you should have never sent this. At 6:26, 2.5 hours after the video was live, right? 2.5 hours. He would send me a message. Now, mind you, the end of the video was the police aren't going to do nothing. Yo, you mean that I gave fuckery muscle, fuckboy muscle, like ammunition to try to clout chase off of me, and the police aren't, like, I snitched for nothing? Defeated. Oh, God. Wow, all of these held for review comments. People are going in on you right now, Brian. See, I saw the TikTok messages between you and the person. I'll share those in a little bit. But anyways, I want to share this last message. So when you saw that video and you knew or you felt like the police weren't going to do anything, you sent me this message and this is what you said. I want the videos of me taken down. If they don't get taken down, you are going to feel it. Take down the videos of me. How am I going to feel it, Brian? How am I going to feel it? You're going to feel it when I talk to that detective again today who told me, make sure you let me know if you have any communication with this individual. Ooh, boy. How am I going to feel it, Brian? How am I going to feel it? Brian, they're not going to do anything for you. Trust and believe me that. I'll have my hoodie today. I'll be wearing that. No lawyer would fucking touch you with a 10-foot pole. You're a wanted fugitive. See, you did this to yourself, but I'm glad you're in here. Now that I know I've got your undivided attention, let's move on. I just want to know how I'm going to feel it, though. How am I going to feel it? See, now you're thinking you're acting irrationally, Brian. Smarter than everybody? All right, so since I know you're still in the Virginia Beach area, we've confirmed that. And your face has been plastered all over Facebook through every marketplace group that there is. With who you are, you can't work anywhere without questioning, does this person know or have they seen the post about me on Facebook or the videos about me on YouTube? Like, I know you are fucking more paranoid than you've ever been in your life, but it gets better. Oh, God, it gets better. Let me share with you some things that I've had the time to think about, right? Andy Fox, Wavy TV 10. We can get this on the news. We can get it on the news before the end of the week. That was one thing. I sent this to myself, didn't I? I didn't. Damn it. All right, fear not. I got you. Cool deal. So, folks, because you're dealing with somebody who will make sure that Brian is apprehended and faces the music for the charges that he's currently a fugitive for, I did a little bit of digging, and I came across... Damn, where's the... Whoops. Okay, is this it? Yes. I did a little bit of digging. I said, how can we make sure... How can we make sure he can't do nothing? How can we make sure that everybody really sees this man's face and sees him for the fraud and the piece of shit that you are, Brian? Roll that shit. Where there's a will, there's a way, and where there's means, anything is possible. Folks, I want to share with you my latest idea. This just came to me this morning. Billboards for rent near Hampton, Virginia. I don't want Hampton, Virginia. I want Virginia Beach, Chesapeake, Williamsburg, the Carolinas. Anywhere where Brian would try to go to. So, and these things really don't cost that much. What is $1,100 for some apprehension? We can put you all over a 32-foot box truck that'll ride around Hampton Roads all day long with your motherfucking mugshot on it, your charges, 1-800-CRIME stoppers on that shit. What if we get a goddamn billboard? It's only $800. I mean, think of the videos there. I know we said we were done with the daily updates, but check out this billboard. We get a billboard. We get a truck with the advertising, but that's not all, Brian. We go to Kelly's Tavern and every other watering hole you like to frequent in the Virginia Beach area. And we post up flyers. We go in there and we say, look, there's a wanted fugitive who's been known to frequent your establishment. Just keep an eye out for this guy, and if you see him, you make sure you make sure you call the proper authorities. You've got active warrants, Brian. 3 of them? 2 of them? I'm trying to make sure there's at least 2 more coming. I know you've got misdemeanors. I also know that Shadow Track is going to violate you now. Oh, gosh almighty, boy. I know more about you. You probably know about yourself. And I've got the detective who worked a previous case on you, Brian, who remembers you, who I have currently been in contact with just yesterday. My God. Billboards, milk cartons, flyers, hoodies, stickers. You got to feel real stupid, man. All you had to do was just do the right thing. Just come to me. Say, Joe, look, here's the deal. But you didn't do that. And then you continue to run your bullshit. And I'm not a fan of that. I'm not a fan of that. So anyways, there's all of that. So you know what was crazy about the whole situation? We'll go ahead and move on a little bit. Mike says this is getting a little dramatic, my guy. You've never seen anything as real in your life. Be glad that you're on the right end of the law in this situation. But I'm having fun with it. I am loving this. And I'm doing this for everybody else who you've scammed. $15,000 jobs. Gosh. So many people have reached out to me. You didn't finish the bathroom or pick up the debris. Said you'd be right back and you were gone. And some jobs weren't as big as the others. $400 here. Crazy. So yeah, anyways, today we got a mail time video coming. And boy, it's not even it ain't got nothing to do with none of this. So there's that. We could get the planes that fly overhead, Hunt says. That would be a good idea. So I figure between Wavy TV 10 and, you know, the billboards are a little extreme, I'll be honest. But, God, it's possible. It is not beyond the scope of possibility. And, see, you've got no legal standing in this situation whatsoever. You are completely at the mercy of the police and them apprehending you. When you get apprehended, I'll be satisfied. When you are forced to face the music as you should, you are a wanted fugitive. You ain't got no rights. Rights for what? In the eyes of the authorities, you are already locked up. But anyways, moving on. It's going to be a good day today, folks. As we continue to move forward, I came to this realization. Felon flippers, such an awesome idea. Bunch of felons working, trying to do the right thing. In pretty much every regard thus far, there's been a situation, an issue, a fuck up, a blunder. You know, people taking advantage of the situation. Pretty much everybody's done that. Almost everybody. But here's where Felon Flippers really comes through in the clutch. Here's where it really comes through. And this is the sad part because it's not drama. Hopefully it will work, though. Just imagine by the time the house is all said and done. And it's going to be a little longer than, I expected. I expected it to be done by February. It might still be. We still got a whole nother month to go. But by the time it's all said and done, and with all the drama that we've been through, people who have stolen from us, scammed us, defrauded us, stolen from the house, where it's really going to come through at is it's really going to come through when people are coming out of the woodworks. Connor, Rabbit, Jellicoe. These people are coming out of the woodwork and bending over backwards to help me get this back on track and to get this thing finished and trying to give me the fairest pricing possible. Like these HVAC dudes. I mean, they're giving me a price that I can't even, man, what? And everybody has something to say about you, Brian. Yeah, man, it's real fucked up what that dude did, man. Gosh almighty. What? Or they can relate. Yeah, I've had an experience like that before. I've been burned. So, Felon Flippers is really going to stand for something, powerful in the end. Look at everything that we went through. Just thus far. 3 major things. Robbed for the HVAC system and completely had to redo the HVAC. It's almost like we've bought HVAC for this house twice. Foundation issues. God only knows what the status of that work is actually like. You half-assed the joist. The jacks. I know that. Oh, man. Cool says put a reward out for whoever gets him apprehended. Yo, I would really do that. Oh, my God. If you see this individual, call Crime Stoppers, but then call me next, and I'll match that reward. Damn it, son. So anyways, when it's all said and done, Felon Flippers is going to be a cool thing. We're going to have a very sentimental moment when we can look back on everything after the house is completed and say, God damn, look at what we went through to get where we are. So there's that. Oh, speak of an angel. What's up, man?
What's going on?
Ain't shit.
Oh, yeah. So, the dude I was talking to over there is not there today, but he did forward how he was doing my pricing over. So, I guess they'll be able to figure out that parts list at my pricing.
Right.
So I found out how they were pricing it too. He's just doing, so like if you consider that warehouse charges X amount on all their stuff, right?
Right.
So 100% markup, like whatever their markup is. So he's charging like 60% of what they would normally charge is basically how they're doing it.
Cool deal.
So that's 60% off, but just 60% of what the normal markup is.
Right. So when do you think you'll have an idea of what the total price is going to be?
I don't know, but he's supposed to be pulling all the parts now. When he calls me, I'll ask him if he can just email me
The invoice or whatever.
The same printout that I gave you last time.
Right.
And that way I can just forward it to you.
Hell yeah. So it is a possibility, or it's pretty likely that we'll be able to get this thing today?
Yeah.
Cool deal. Well, man, look, I greatly appreciate it.
The only thing that's probably going to cost more than it should is the thermostat wire. You can maybe look to see if you can get it in a smaller roll somewhere else, but the smallest roll I could get was 250 feet. And Mike was saying you only needed like 50 feet.
Right.
But you can look and see if you can get a smaller roll of that somewhere. Not sure how much it costs yet, but
You think they got it at like Home Depot or something? Thermostat wiring?
I'm not sure.
I'm going to look it up right now.
I think you're looking for 18 to 8 is what it's called.
18 to 8.
Yeah.
I see 18 to 5. Let me know 18 to 8. That's okay. Yeah, I think I can find it. Home Depot's got it.
All right. And just so you know, the heat pump's 1.5 tons, but the air handler on that quote is a 2-ton air handler. So maybe you're cool with just rocking with that.
I mean, is that okay?
Well, you had mentioned wanting to go up to a 2-ton. I mean, we could ask them how much a 2-ton heat pump is, but you've already got a 2-ton air handler on the quote.
Yeah, but I mean, is it okay to put a 1.5 ton condenser with a 2-ton air handler?
I can't barely hear you. I don't know if my phone is.
It's probably mine. But it's going to work correctly like that?
Yeah, I was just letting you know because you were talking about going up in size, and I was letting you know you're already halfway there.
Okay.
Hey, hold on. Stay on the phone with me. I'm about to answer this call from them.
Okay.
Hello?
Yes. This is Tony over here at the HVAC company.
All right, so we could pick that up today then.
What?
All right, sounds good. I'll call you back and let you know when I'd be able to pick it up.
Oh shit! I thought he could hear me.
All right, and is there any way that you could forward me like a?
How can I hear him, but he can't hear me? That's my homeboy Connor. He's getting the HVAC squared away right now. We've got him on mute just in case he can hear us. Sand says on the next episode we discover the Amazon wish list.
It's Connor.
Oh, hey, boy, I can't mute this shit. Oh, yeah, I can just take it off a speaker. Okay. Cool deal. So, awesome. We are getting the HVAC today. Hopefully, we'll get the HVAC. We'll get some more charges put on Brian through the help of this detective. Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool deal.
All right, so as soon as I get that email, text me your email address so I can forward it to you.
All right, will do.
All right.
Appreciate it, man.
If the numbers look right, what time are you thinking of picking this stuff up?
I got to run to the dump and probably be there, I don't know, probably like around 12 at the latest.
All right, 12 sounds good.
Appreciate it, man.
All right, man. I'll talk to you soon.
All right, bye. Boy, that's a real friend right there. That's a real friend who handles real business. Until I see what that quote is. John Scully says countertops. We ain't even talking about counters yet. We're going with the butcher block countertops eventually once we get. We got a long way to go for that. But today it's all about trying to lock in this fucking HVAC. That's going to be a video right there. And a lot of people are going to think that that's a continuation of the Brian saga. It kind of is. And I'm going to try my best to not really make it that. So we're going to pick up an HVAC system. No, not a make-believe one. Not a freaking David Copperfield HVAC system. Folks, we're getting a real one. So, cool deal. Shout out to Connor. Shout out to Jellicoe. Shout out to everybody who's been helping on this thing. Shout out to Brian for the work that he did initially. But I'll be happy to just get this rocking and rolling. I've been also supposed to be filming with Connor. There was a dude that he brought over yesterday who's going to be doing the HVAC work, and I don't want to be stereotypical or nothing, but this dude got more tattoos than anybody I ever met in prison, and I almost wanted to ask him, yo, where the fuck you serve time at? But I didn't want to come across as being judgmental. I didn't know the dude, so I didn't ask. I do want to move on, folks. We have spent quite a bit of time talking about quite a bit of the same old, but a lot of updates in relation to that. But I do want to move on. Folks, it was yesterday on the Bobo when I was talking about that movie on Netflix, on Lifetime, the Chris Watts movie. And if you haven't seen that, Chris Watts, Confessions of a Killer, it is absolutely insane. Very disturbing movie. But there's also another show that I'm watching right now. It's on Netflix, and I highly recommend this one as well. And it's about the Unabomber. It's a show about this whole situation. And a lot of you were alive during the time when this dude was doing what he was doing, making these bombs, putting them through the mail. But I was young. You know, this happened back in the 90s. I was super young back then, so I don't even really remember this shit too well. And Phil Mara says keep that
new
HVAC
on lockdown, or else you may have to make another shirt. Brian, where is both my HVAC systems?
Brian, where is the real HVAC system? Nibby says, damn, no cable, so no Lifetime. This Unabomber documentary is crazy. Crazy. I didn't, like I said, I was a kid when this took place, so, I didn't even really know. My wife, she was super young. So we're watching this, and she was like, yo, is this for real? I was like, well, it does say at the beginning of every episode based on a true story. So, but, I don't know. Maybe they just put that shit up there. Somebody said we should keep the HVAC on lockdown. Why don't we use it as bait? Sort of like bait car, What about bait HVAC? Can you imagine the implications? We leave the box truck, back door wide open like somebody's Junies, with a brand new HVAC system right there, with a bunch of Blink cameras all over the property. Oh my God. Damn it, son. That shit would be fucking hilarious. Put a GoPro on it. It'd be like those when they did the Porch Pirates and they used the fake packages with the glitter bombs and shit in them. Bait vac. I like it, Murpha. I like it a lot. So that'd be kind of funny right there. But the game plan for today is, though, folks, we got a lot of videos to try to get filmed. Videos up in the Bammer. We got a mail time video coming. Jersey sent a really awesome gift for Cody. You guys are going to be seeing it's a pretty cool video. It's completely different than what we've been doing for the last couple of days with, the whole bullshit situation we've been dealing with. And I'm going to be looking forward to getting back to getting this fucking house squared away. And also, just getting back to doing some videos. The drama has been long enough. All right, I want to share some stuff with you guys. These are like little trivial thoughts that I want to share with you. Back during the time, now this is going to be crazy. Okay. I always think about money. Think about like how much money we've spent on certain things. For example, the house repairs. How much money we lost in the house repairs. How much money Brian stole from us. I'm always thinking about money. And with that, I'm always interested to know what you could do with money, right? So for whatever reason, I don't know why, this pops up on my Facebook page. Maybe it's because they think I'm really built like that, but I'm not. I see this ad right here, folks. It's for fucking private jets, right? XO. If this is popping up on your Facebook page, let me know. Because I feel like I might be the only one who's seeing this. I've never in my life flown private. I've always wanted to. Of course, who wouldn't? Ty Lopez says he does it all the time. Most of the times I think he's just hanging out at the airport, right? But I thought to myself, let's see if we can do it. Like, okay, how much would it really cost, right? If we flew from Norfolk to, let's just say, Key West, right? So from Norfolk to Key West, like how much would that cost, right? Folks, have you ever seen how much it costs to charter a fucking G5, G6, some shit like this? Because I had no fucking idea. Philly says 300,000. It's not that much. Surprisingly, it's not that much. It's only, if we did it today, it's only $18,950 one way. One way. We ought to just book it for the fuck of it. I can't do it. But, people keep talking about, wanting to put a GoFundMe together. Put a GoFundMe together so I can film my fucking Ty Lopez video. I need $40,000 so we can fly to and fro to Key West. $18,000, but if we flew tomorrow, it's only $1,000. It's $1,000 cheaper. If we flew on the 31st, it's $23,000. One fucking way. Now this is to get the whole plane, right? To book the whole plane. I don't know how many videos we could film in that time frame. When I was Googling this, and I need to let you guys know, I am not built like this, but this is intriguing to me because there's people who can do this on the Reggie. They be doing this shit on the Reggie. Damn, $19,000 a flight? That's for one person? Well, no, that's for the whole plane. Felony flight flippers. Can you imagine that? We chartered a plane. It's $19,000. It's got 10 seats on the plane. So that means everybody needs to pay $15,000. Fuck, it's almost cheaper to rent the plane out. Way cheaper. Can you imagine that, though? They probably got Wi-Fi on the Thunder Cream. We could do a live, nonstop live. Now, I tried to look at seats, right, on planes. But they don't show the prices, right? Like none. And then when you try to click on something, search. You got to log in. And I ain't got no account for this because, I ain't never done no shit like this. But I did, when I was doing the research on this, I thought to myself, I was like, yo, this is definitely on my bucket list. I mean, the shit's just going to happen out of the blue one day. We might be filming a Brian video. Let that speak on never mind, but can you imagine, like, we don't even talk about what we're doing. We're like, yo, so today we're going to go see somebody who's got a crazy fucking story to share. Crazy story to share. Yeah, so, and then the next scene. So we're in the G6 right now. I know you probably can't hear us over those jet engine turbines spinning. Click the link at the top and the bottom and send that. Send that, your paycheck. This shit was $19,000. Woo! Private All-Star, what if Brian is your pilot? Brian. God, everything is him. Oh, shit. Yo, we got the private chat lined up. Thanks for chatting. This is their customer service. What can I get for $20, though? Ask us anything. Don't say that. Don't say that. Age, sex, location, possibly? Who am I speaking with? We're not logged in. They couldn't know who we are. Let's just try it. For shits and giggles, I would never do this under any other circumstances, but because we're live, age, sex, location. We'll have to wait for what they say. We're in the queue. People are talking about trying to get a better rate. Oh, Anthony joined the chat. Anthony joined the chat. What will you say to us, Anthony? Now, Anthony definitely knows what age, sex, location, ASL stands for, right? It doesn't stand for anything else, does it? I feel like it stands for some kind of like a disease. And if that's not what I mean by that. I mean age, sex, location. Back on some AOL chat room type of shit. Anthony, tell us a little bit about yourself. I don't believe we're going to get any type of response. I should ask a question like, why the fuck are private planes so expensive? Why? All right, so I wanted to share that with you guys. Nope, not even on your wildest dreams. Don't be hitting me up for no work. It ain't going to happen. I gave you work. You didn't complete it. All right. So, is that American Sign Language? Damn, I knew it stood for something. Ask Anthony what his TikTok is. Oh, my God. That shit's hilarious. All right, folks. So with the fact that Felon Flippers is the thing that we're doing, and you think about what we could do to this house to add value to it, folks, I ran across an article this morning on Facebook that was absolutely intriguing to me, folks. I didn't even know they sold this, but it's Amazon, for God's sakes. Folks, you know on Amazon you could buy a whole fucking house? John Scully joked about IKEA selling houses that you just built. They fucking do it on on Amazon, folks. Here it is right here. Look, these are this is how you do it and shit. Like, where's the instructions? Like, no bullshit. I don't want to fucking donate no money to charity. What the fuck? This is charity. All right. Here it is right here. Like, this is what you need to do. You need to pave the ground and God damn, you got to fucking put the cinder block. You got to build the foundation. Then you got to do a concrete slab. Now, they said that this thing is currently unavailable. But folks, this thing was like $8,000 or $6,000. And don't worry, they've got other ones. How about a fucking cabin? An escape room for $5,300. Now, let's just say hypothetically you're this bitch. who they've hired. Amazon has their own personal models, right? But don't think that this woman is all Martha Stewart-like. She's actually a serial killer. Some kind of kin to Jason Voorhees. And this is her kill room. This is her kill room. Cute, cozy-looking little place. But she be killing people out here. Living off the grid, killing people, eating they bodies and shit. Folks, this cabin is built out of popsicle sticks, and for $5,300, they're going to send you 5.3 million popsicle sticks to put this bitch together. Now, you might think to yourself, whoa, Joe, $5,350 for a kill room? That's a little high. For 5.3 million popsicle sticks? I don't think so. Folks, did I mention there's free shipping? If we order this right now, it'll be here between February 7th and the 19th. That's a vast fucking window, Amazon. This doesn't qualify for Amazon Prime. I got that. We've done storage unit videos, unboxing videos, felony flipper videos. But have we ever done, we ordered a fucking a Lego set house off of Amazon. Hashtag emotional. Hashtag Brian update. Hashtag $5 Amazon giveaway at the end. We ought to get this. $5,300? What else they got? Damn, you can order sheds and shit. This joint's only, I don't know what the fuck that is. We can order this shed for, here's a shed. Looks very weird. This looks like this shit was built over there in Hungary or somewhere. I don't know what the fuck this shit is. They can't even show you what it looks like in somebody's real yard. This shit is fucking photoshopped like a bitch. Look at that grass, though. We can make a new filming studio. And that's what I really need. I need a new studio. What kind of questions are they asking? What exactly is the foundation? Your dirt, bitch. That's the foundation. The dirt. So it's just crazy, man. Look, you can order a house for $19,900 off of Amazon. God damn, this is a full fucking solar paneled cabin. Holy shit, and this bitch is in stock. Can you imagine ordering something off of Amazon that costs $20,000? You could fucking book a private jet for this price. So, the wall thickness is 2 3/4 inches. My God, those are some thin-ass walls. Wind load capacity, 120 miles an hour. This bitch will withstand a fucking E4 tornado. What's up, man?
I didn't get your email yet, but just so you know, it is
The grand total for the HVAC is
$1,950.
God.
That's
With everything?
That's with tax and the thermostat wire. The thermostat wire is $62. So if you don't need that, it'll be $18.90 or something.
That ain't bad. Yeah, that works. So we're gonna be there to get that like around noon.
Alright, so we're good. Let's see, that's worth everything, man. That's the whips for the units, the disconnects that you need. We changed the heat strip over to that 5kW. That Mike said would work better. Yeah, a little bit of everything.
Shit.
Right.
Is flux included in that?
What'd you say?
Is the flux included in that?
What included?
The flux.
What, for soldering?
No, the duct work.
Oh, the flex.
Yeah,
Oh, you said flux.
I did say flux. I fuck.
No. Flex is not on there. Do you want me to add flex on there?
I mean, we're going to need it, so yeah, you might as well add it.
All right, I'll call back. You want me to take the thermostat wire off?
Nah, you can keep it on there. I mean, I don't think we're going to. It saves me a trip trying to go find it somewhere.
All right, so with Flex, it's probably another $100.
Cool deal. All right. All right, I'll hit you up when I'm getting ready to be heading out your way.
You paying with a credit card?
Yeah, my bank card.
All right, I'll make a call.
Cool deal. Hey, I appreciate it, man.
All right, just hit me up around 12, and I'll take lunch and go over there with you.
Hey, thank you, man.
Yeah, man.
All right, bye.
Later.
Anytime we start talking about money, my blood pressure immediately just starts peaking. So this time we're going to buy a real HVAC system, folks. The grand total for that thing is $1,950, but we're going to probably have to add on at least another $120 for Flex. I thought it was Flux. That's like three packs of 15-foot Flex, something like that. Maybe it's 4. I don't know. So anywhere between $1,950 to $2,020, damn near. Crazy. Folks, I'm going to go ahead and wrap the Bobo up because I do got a lot of shit I got to try to get done. We don't have a whole hell of a lot of time to get it done. A lot of things to do today. Police to talk to, billboard companies to reach out to, Office Maxes for flyer printing. A lot of shit to get done. We're going to make today a good day. Got a cool video coming for you guys a little later on today. I want to say this as well as I wrap this up. Look, not that it matters. It doesn't make a fuck, but I'm going to say it just so I feel better about it. I don't want anybody saying anything bad about, Brian's family or anything. None of those people have anything to do with the mistakes that Brian has made. Any of that would be in poor taste. I will not condone that. I will not encourage that. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. That's very sincere. Brian made these mistakes on his own. He's going to pay for these mistakes on his own. Nobody else needs to be, brought up in relation to that. And I get that, people on the internet, they're going to say what they're going to say. Not everybody's going to do that. But, it's almost like, and I hate to relate it to this, but it's almost similar. When it's not similar at all. I'm going to leave that one alone. But, people just say mean things and, try to restrain from doing that. I know everybody up in the Bobo, for the most part, they ain't going to say nothing like that. But on the, on YouTube, I get that, people could say some mean things. So please don't do that. Brian's going to get what he's going to get legally. The law is going to catch up with him. He's made one too many mistakes and he's burned way too many people for him to not pay for his actions. And that's the bottom line. I know I may seem like a scorned lover in this situation, but it is what it is. When you play with my money and you make it seem like it ain't no big deal and just let the law handle it, I am going to let the law handle it. But I'm going to make sure that I push it to the utmost legally. And I'm not going to let you just be out there on the run living in, ducking and dodging for you to have the opportunity to possibly do this to somebody else. You need prison, Brian. That's what you need. You need to go sit your ass down for the 6 years that you were facing on that violation and, learn from this. You're 42 years old. You'll be damn near 50 when you get released. It's not too late at that point. It's not too late. But thank you all for being a part of the Bobo. I look forward to bringing you an awesome video a little later on today, and it's time to get the ball rolling. Have a great one, and I'll talk with you guys again real soon. Silly Willy, Dream Daddy is tomorrow, folks. If you missed Bit Life, you missed an absolute amazing Bobo. Well, tomorrow, we're going to explore something called Dream Daddy, and we're going to see if we can make that as good as Bit Life. Have a great day, folks, and until next time, peace.